After the tense cliffhanger of Episode 5, Detonation Threat, fans return to Blind Frog Ranch for what quickly becomes one of the most ambitious and emotionally charged episodes of the season. Episode 6, titled Drain the Pond, sees the Ollinger team digging deeper, both literally and metaphorically, as they attempt to drain the water pit in hopes of revealing the long-rumored Aztec gold chamber. But just as their boldest operation yet gets underway, the team is met with both physical danger and ancient mystery that threatens to halt their progress once again. The episode picks up right where we left off, Duane Ollinger, Chad Ollinger, Charlie Boy, and Josh Feldman putting the final touches on a dam and catch basin near the infamous water pit. It's a high-stakes moment, with Duane carefully maneuvering his excavator across the narrow top of the dam like a man walking a tightrope. One wrong move, and thousands of pounds of machinery, and Duane himself, could flip into the pit. He manages to make it across, but barely. It's an early reminder that at Blind Frog Ranch, danger is always just inches away. The next day, a new face arrives at the water pit, Reeves Washburn, delivering a 6-inch Pioneer's trash pump capable of pumping an incredible 2,000 gallons per minute. His sudden appearance carries the weight of familiarity, but viewers are left wondering, who is this man? Why does it feel like we're supposed to know him? Regardless, Duane wastes no time. He gets back into the excavator and starts maneuvering the pump into position. With heavy pipes and intake hoses needing to be dragged into the pit, the work is grueling. As Duane muscles the gear into place, the camera catches something subtle, but alarming. Pain flashes across his face. He winces repeatedly, clearly pushing through something. True to character, Duane says nothing and keeps working. But something is clearly wrong. As the team begins laying out the flat hose, the unthinkable happens. Duane suddenly calls over a producer, grabbing his arm. He's in serious pain, and then, shockingly, his right arm goes completely numb. He can't move it at all. Chad and nearby crew members rush to help him out of the excavator, and Chad immediately drives his father to the hospital. This moment is nothing short of jarring. Longtime fans may recall the health scare back in Season 2, Episode 8, Darkness, Danger, and Death. But this feels different, more serious, more sudden, and more real. It's a turning point not just for the team, but for the tone of the entire episode. With Duane in the hospital, the entire operation hangs in the balance. But Chad knows his father well. Duane would never want the mission to stop. So, with the pump already in place, Chad, Josh, and Charlie Boy get to work. They fire up the machine, and almost instantly, success! 4 feet of water drains from the pit in just an hour. However, excitement quickly gives way to tension again. Charlie Boy notices cracks forming in the dam, one of the most dangerous possibilities in this operation. If the dam gives way, all their work could be undone, or worse. The team halts pumping to reinforce the structure. Chad jumps into the excavator to expand the catch basin. He's visibly more relaxed than his father, even referring to the excavator as a bucking bronco as he makes it lurch and bounce. It's a brief moment of levity in an otherwise heavy episode, and thankfully, no one is hurt. A disturbing discovery. Once the catch basin is reinforced, pumping resumes. 2 more hours go by and the team is now just feet away from what they believe could be the entrance to an underground cave. Then, a terrible noise. The pump begins clanking violently. It's clogged. Chad stops the machine and pulls the intake hose out of the water. Reaching inside, he expects silt or rocks, but instead, he pulls out skull fragments. Sharp and cleanly picked, the remains are immediately unsettling. Josh and Charlie Boy examine them closely. There's no flesh, no decay. Just bone. Were these remains left behind by an animal? Or something else? Theories start flying, including callbacks to the alleged snake-like creature seen last season. With the debris cleared, they resume pumping. But nature, and perhaps something deeper, has other plans. Meanwhile, Duane is in the hospital in Vernal, Utah. He's vulnerable, frustrated, and for the first time in 4 decades, removed from his crew mid-job. He undergoes an EKG, but the results are inconclusive. More neurological testing is needed. But despite the physical pain, it's clear the emotional toll is even heavier. His voice cracks with worry, not for himself, but for the progress back at the ranch. Back at the water pit, more strange signs emerge. As Chad and the crew return the next morning, they're stunned to find the water level has nearly refilled. Josh, confused, notes that his calculations for the refill rate were nowhere near what's happened. Something massive shifted underground. To investigate, Chad and Josh head to the bead site borehole, where a deep vertical shaft has long hinted at an underground water system. They lower a camera into the darkness and strike water at about 100 feet, a full 10 feet lower than previously recorded. But more disturbing than the depth is the strength of the current. Josh struggles to control the rope, likening the resistance to battling a full-grown fish. The water isn't just moving, it's surging. This raises an alarming new theory. Draining the pond may have triggered a natural or engineered response, something meant to keep outsiders away. Charlie Boy floats an idea that's hard to ignore. What if this is an Aztec water trap? The team returns to the water pit, only to find that despite hours of renewed pumping, the water level won't budge. Josh believes the aquifer is self-stabilizing, an underground balancing act. Whether by nature or ancient engineering, the pit refuses to yield. Later, the team regroups at the miner's shack. Charlie Boy, now cleaning the skull fragments, points out signs of gnawing. Whatever creature was responsible, it wasn't just scavenging. Could this link back to the mysterious predator from earlier seasons? Another unanswered question to add to the growing list. At the hideout, Chad calls Duane for an update. Duane, though still hospitalized, is in better spirits. It's clear he's desperate to return, but also deeply proud of Chad for stepping up. The conversation marks a quiet but powerful moment between father and son. With draining the pond no longer a viable option, the team pivots. Chad meets with Charlie Boy, Josh, and James Keenan to lay out a new plan. Follow the ranch's fault lines and shift focus to the open pit mine. Drain the pond delivers everything fans could want from mystery at Blind Frog Ranch. Bold moves, shocking discoveries, eerie signs, and emotional depth. What started as a straightforward engineering project turned into a race against time, nature, and possibly even ancient traps. Despite setbacks and near tragedy, the Ollingers continue their relentless pursuit of truth. The water pit may have pushed back harder than expected, but the team isn't giving up. Drain the Pond may go down as one of the most game-changing episodes in mystery at Blind Frog Ranch history. Not only does it feature one of Duane's most frightening health scares yet, but it also presents compelling evidence that the ranch's underground water systems are far more complex and possibly engineered than previously believed. The Aztec connection grows stronger, suggesting ancient protectors may still guard their treasures. The animal skulls hint at a predator lurking in the depths, adding another layer of danger. While the failed draining attempt is frustrating, the shift to the open pit mine could finally lead to the breakthrough they've been chasing. And as for Duane, his battle with the ranch's mysteries is far from over. What did you think of Drain the Pond? Do you believe in the Aztec water trap theory? Could Duane's health be tied to the ranch's curses? Share your theories below. Season 5 of Mystery at Blind Frog Ranch has officially entered its most pulse-pounding, game-changing phase, and Drain the Pond stands as undeniable proof that we're witnessing the most crucial moments in the entire series. This isn't just another episode. It's a turning point where every discovery carries earth-shattering implications, every setback reveals deeper mysteries, and every passing minute brings Duane's team closer to either the ultimate revelation or unimaginable danger. Why is this the most unmissable season yet? The health crisis no one saw coming. Duane's sudden medical emergency isn't just dramatic television. It's a harsh wake-up call that the ranch's dangers extend far beyond booby traps and armed trespassers. The fact that doctors can't immediately diagnose his condition raises terrifying questions. Is this related to the Season 2 illnesses? Could the ranch itself be poisoning those who dig too deep? Every viewer needs to see how this plays out, because if Duane, the unstoppable force who's faced down every obstacle, is being taken down by something invisible, what does that mean for the rest of the team? Ancient engineering versus modern technology. The team's battle against the self-refilling water pit isn't just frustrating, it's scientifically baffling. When experts like Josh can't explain how water returns overnight at impossible speeds, and when Charlie Boy starts talking about Aztec water traps, we're no longer watching a treasure hunt, we're seeing a real-life archaeological mystery unfold. This episode proves the ranch isn't just hiding gold, it's protecting its secrets with ancient, possibly deadly precision engineering that defies modern logic. The bone-chilling discoveries. Those animal skulls pulled from the pump weren't just random debris, they were picked clean with unnatural precision. Given the team's past encounters with giant serpent-like creatures and unexplained livestock deaths, this discovery suggests something far more sinister than natural decay. Are they dealing with an undiscovered predator? Some remnant of Aztec guardianship? This is the kind of visceral, physical evidence that changes everything. The clock is ticking. With Duane hospitalized and the ranch fighting back harder than ever, the team's window for discovery is narrowing. Every episode from this point forward could contain the breakthrough they've spent years chasing, or the disaster that ends the hunt forever. When Chad says they're shifting focus to the open pit mine, it's not just a plan B. It's a desperate pivot that could finally lead them to the heart of the mystery.